So I'm going to get straight into this foundation routine, face routine. I'm taking this right here. This is the Correct and Conceal palette from BH in the shade medium. Taking this green shade right here. You can tell that I love it a lot. And I'm going to be using just my finger, dipping my finger into that green concealer and putting it over the areas that I feel I have more redness, like acne scars or just pink cheeks, and you want to conceal and correct that. Then I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out with my finger. I like to use my finger because the warmth of it just really melts the product onto the skin a lot nicer. And yeah, so before the step as well, which I didn't show, is I moisturized my face. I did not apply any primer or anything. I personally feel with this it just works better when your skin is moisturized, and the moisturizer is just really nicely soaked into your skin. After I've applied that green concealer to correct my redness, I'm using a combination of this. Now this is a little bit of my Thin Lizzy concealer in Duchess and one pump of my extra virgin foundation from the Body Shop, and I like to just mix it on my hand like that, and then just kind of mix it with my finger, apply it, and then just blend it out with my flat foundation brush. I love to use this brush with it because it's just, I just really like this brush, and I'm not rubbing or like doing circular movements. I'm just basically tapping the product and pressing it, just straight up tap and press all over, and that will spread out the products. And yeah, take a little bit of that foundation from my hands, and I'm just going to put it down on the neck jawline or whatever, and then I'm just going to blend that down so I get a more of a smoother finish and transition from the neck to the face, I guess. And then still going strong with that one pump on my hand, I'm just going to put the remaining of that on my cheeks and on my forehead. There we go, and I'm just going to blend that out using the same motions and movements, just pressing and tapping into the skin. This also gives you a better finish as well, and I like to use this brush as opposed to a traditional foundation brush because it's like less chance that you're going to get streaks, and this one's like, it's got more surface area, so it really presses and gets that product in nice and smooth and evenly. And the pressing movements is just really going to press this foundation into the skin, make it look a little more natural, and it just gives a really nice dewiness as well, especially with this foundation. It is a dewy foundation, but I like to mix it with the Thin Lizzy concealer because I do believe that the concealer has wax, like beeswax in it, so just mixing them together really makes this foundation stay on a little longer as well. Now I'm going to take my Revlon illuminator. This is like a liquid highlight, and I'm just going to apply that onto the highest points of my cheekbones, and just grab that same old brush we were using for foundation and just press that in just on that area only, and just really tap it into the skin. Makes your makeup look a lot more fresher and cleaner as well. It makes it look more like skin when you press the foundation into your skin rather than blending it in like circular movements. Now I'm going to move on to the next step. I like to use this stuff here. This is from Thin Lizzy also. This is the Airbrush Veil, and I like to use this as a setting or translucent powder if you will, and I just really like to go ahead on areas where I feel like I do get oilier throughout the day, just as a safety net. And I like to just go over my upper lip area, like under the nose to the T-zone, a little bit on the forehead, and I just like to blend out all that product if there's any left, just to give my skin a more even finish and coverage as well. There we go. And I try to avoid my cheekbones where I've highlighted, because I want that part to look glowy and dewy, and then the rest to look, a little more mattified. It just, I don't know, for some reason it intensifies your highlight or your glow is when you mattify other areas and just leave that one part really highlighted. Anyways, what I was doing here was I just took the banana shade from the Australis AC contour kit, and I just went under the eyes in a triangular type of shape just to set the under eyes and just to give more of a highlight as well. Now I'm going on top of my liquid highlight on the highest point of my cheekbones, and I'm really just using mineralized skin finish in Soft and Gentle, and just smacking that on top and just really blending it over that. You can go ahead and hit your brow bone as well if you want to. It's totally up to you. There we go. There we go. A little bit on the other side. Now I'm going to go ahead with the contour, and I'm taking the two darker shades on the contour kit and using this brush here, which is the Thin Lizzy 6-in-1 brush. I don't know why, but I just use this all the time. I have other brushes and I don't know why, I just always go for this. And I like to squeeze it to get the shape and just really make a sucky face a little bit and really contour, not the hollows, but just above the hollows, just to make the cheekbones look a little more lifted and make my face look a little more sculpted, because y'all know I'm pretty round. So I use like straight angles to apply it, and then I turn the brush to diffuse it, if you know what I mean. Then whatever product is left over on that brush, I just go ahead and smack that on the sides of my nose to give my nose a little more dimension and just to contour it a teeny tiny bit. Now with the same brush, I'm going to go ahead with the Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer from my Too Faced palette. I'm just going to go ahead and further diffuse that contour. And sides of my nose, make my face smell like chocolate. Yes. A little bit on my temples as well, just to round that out. Now I'm just going to go ahead and finish off my face with my go-to blush, which it is Golden Glow from Avon. Believe it or not, I know I really like this stuff, and I'm just going to go ahead and pop that on my cheeks, and yes, that is it. That is my foundation routine that I usually like to do. We're done.